Okay, hello. So, what's going on today is that we are now on part 2 of my personal junk journal series. I made a bunch of insert type thingies, whatever, decorations that I want to see, and I've done something to the book cover. On the inside, I lined it with fabric, paying special attention to the center, and I made sure to tuck it underneath the little indentation that was there. I'm sure you can see it, so that it's still dented out like that. And then I poked a hole with my crocodile and put a brad on it because I want to put some type of dangle. And then I used the fabric. And then I made a little piece of fabric turned over and glued in with a piece of twine. See? So that I could use it on the edges of the book pages to make it look like it's finished. And then I took the piece of cardboard, or whatever, I forgot what it's called, that I poked the holes in, and glued a piece of fabric to one side of it, and then cut it so that it's shaped, as you see, just so that when I lay it in here, it'll lay flat and it won't overlap on the edges. Also, here's the thing, this was just to add integrity to the spine in addition to the other stuff I was going to do. But you can use regular masking tape and stick it in here. Make sure to use your fingernail or a bone folder or something and get it in here and make sure it's pushed down pretty good. You can use a piece of cardstock. You can use almost anything you want. I chose to use fabric because fabric is sturdier than paper. There you go. I'm going to have 2 layers once this is all sewn and I glue it in, because I'm going to decorate this side and this side. I didn't like the teal paper on the inside or the images, but I went to an art store looking for a piece of paper to fit into these sides, and I couldn't find anything that was sturdy enough. So I'm going to leave the fabric for now, and then I'm going to search, because I can search and find paper that I want to go in there. So anyway, as you can see, I've sewn in 2 signatures. I saved one to sew in with you, and then we'll flip through before I glue it in the book cover so you can see what I've done to the inside. Now remember that I chose not to make this very fancy. I didn't age it. I didn't do any of those things because I don't like that. And what I want to do with this journal, since it's for my personal use, is write in it, draw in it, paint in it, whatever I want. Collect things and over this summer and put it in there to remember what I want. Anyway, so I'm taking, back to sewing in. I'm taking a piece of waxed cord that I cut off of my little piece thing here, and a large needle. As you can see, I don't use a curved needle. I just use one with a large eye in it, so you can fit the cord in easily. This needle is my friend. I use it for regular junk journals. I use it for little golden books. I use it for threading beads when I want to make a tassel. I use it for a lot of things. So what I'm going to do, I tied a knot so that I can take the last signature that I have, that I've already, as you can see, can you see them? Marked and poked holes. Some of them are a little bit off, but whatever. Marked and poked holes in. I held it with binder clips and whatever clip I have, so make sure you have some clips because you don't want it sliding around once you've poked your holes all the way through to the back. See? Of your signatures. So the way that you do this, by the way, pencil for poking to drawing my space holes, poked it, scissors. That's what you need. I use these little jewelry plier things because sometimes it's hard to pull the needle through. It's easier to just use what you have. So you start at the lowest hole and you push through. See? Wiggle it. There we go. And then you find the lowest hole, of course, on the, am I flipped? Nope, there we go. The lowest hole in here. Poke through. And your goal is to get it tight. You might need to have it a little bit loose in the beginning so you can get the needle around, but tight. In the end, it will be tight. And then I go back through under here. See? And there I am. Come through. I'm sure the wax helps it slip when you're sewing it. But wax also, wax cord, there's got to be a technical reason for this, but what I've noticed is if you have non-wax cord, like you're using embroidery floss or something, and then you try to tie a knot that's tight, forget it. Those knots slip. Back in through. And then you just sew in and out, in and out, in and out. Trying to wiggle to get the needle through the hole. Pull it tight again. Find the corresponding holes. Push through. Oh, let's use my pliers because my fingers don't want to do this right now. There we go. See that? Go through again. I did the first two because I figured this isn't entertaining. Nobody wants to watch me sew. And speeding up. Film is not my forte just yet. Back in. I can edit, but not like that yet. See how I said yet? So every time one of you says to me, I don't know how to do that. You don't know how to do it yet. We all learn, right? I don't know how to do a lot of things. But that doesn't mean I will never know. Let me get my last, make sure it's pulled. Last hole. It's shifting. Oop, what did I do? There's the needle for the last hole. Okay, now we're gonna pull. The way I tie it off, I should have used the longer string, but I didn't, and I'm not undoing it. Tie enough knots that it fills the hole. If I had a longer set of string here, I would do that regular twist with your finger type thing that you do for sewing thread. See, this brings me back to when you make your own rosettes. See? Hopefully that won't pull through. Trim it. Not too close to the knot. And now I can take off these clips. And I will close it and pinch it so I can show you what it looks like. So these are my 3 signatures sewn in. See that? 1, 2, 3. Yay! I made my own book. So let's look at this. Let's fix this camera so you can see the whole thing. Okay, sorry. That's better. Okay, move this out of the way. So let's start from the beginning. I'm going to take all these off actually for now, since we're going to do a quick flip through. I've added tags, a couple of postcards, a couple of journaling cards, things that I thought would be useful. And I've left a lot of empty space so I can clip in or glue on or write whatever I want. First signature. Made a bunch of little envelopes. See that? Empty spot where I could journal. Little spot for 2 tags. I can write, do whatever I want. The library card, a pocket. A pocket with nothing in it. But look, I have this. What is this? You can leave it, or I'll just add this so you can see. It's a real pocket. That little comic thing from the historical thing. An envelope with a journaling card in there with a little bow. Another pocket that's random with a tag. Empty page. Long tag. Journaling space, picture space, whatever kind of space. Center. A pocket that I cut a half circle in so that it's easy to get in and out of. I don't know about you, but my fingers don't work like that. Empty space, another envelope and tag. The other side, a tag, a Nebraska postcard. You can write on it. Piece of paper in an envelope. This, I sewed a piece of lace onto the band and glued in a piece of vellum that's music notes. I don't know what kind of glue to use on a piece of vellum so it doesn't look like that, but I'm okay with it. I'll probably end up putting stickers on it. The other end, which I figure could be a tuck spot, some words, just a thing, whatever. Another spot. Let's go. Nope. Upside down. Whoops. Oh, looks like I sewed that thing in upside down. Oh well, let's turn it. I'll fix it. Looks like I'm going to re-sew it. Should have checked. Let that be a lesson to you. Check. Oh, the envelope. Comic. Side tuck spot. This I made this like matchbook kind of thing where you could journal inside of. Keep going. Tuck spots, envelopes, band. Ooh, have you ever been here? Wall Drug, South Dakota. I went there when I was in high school. Scrabble. Another matchbook thing. Oh, music pages. Another matchbook. It's like maybe you want to journal something that people don't need to be staring at. A band in the middle of a page, a pocket. Envelopes. Another one. Matchbook thing. You know what? Let's what's it called? What's the thing in here? No, we're gonna need to cut this out and resew it. You know what? I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it. I think. Let me think. Let's do a vote. Redo it. It didn't take long enough for it to matter, did it? No. Let's find the middle. Cut. Cut. And then re-clip. How did I not notice? Well, the day that I'm doing this is Saturday. What's up with you guys today? Really, I guess this is a thing to watch because people make mistakes. And what do? You either leave it like that or you fix it if it's going to bug you too much. And I think too many of the pockets are upside down and I don't want stuff to fall out. So I'm going to re-sew it. I'm going to go quickly. Let's make another. Oh, this time I can do longer. This will be easier to tie a knot. So I was just watching another video and I'm trying to decide. I think it was the Paper Outpost. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do some of the things the way she did it. Like, once I watched her make these hanging bead things with wire and extra paper. What do you think of that? Okay, this is right side up. Yes, because you see I left a little bit of extra space at the top for the dangle I want to make. Well, now the holes are bigger, so it should be a little bit easier. I'm going to turn it anyway, because we know that this is the bottom now. Raise your hand. Tell me. Raise your hand. Let me know if you like shabby chic looking things, or do you, or vintage, or do you like clean, newer looking things? Oh, my clip fell. That's the problem. What do you prefer? What's your style? Because I was watching another person, 1134 or something like that. Designs, maybe? I have to look it up again. She and her husband went to grad school together and they had some project where they had to come up with the name of a company or something, and that's what they came up with because he does all their editing, or really I'm screwing it up. I'll find her. But she junk journals and she does like themes, like love or whatever, and she used pictures from their wedding and stuff like that. I don't know about that because I don't want to call her a sap because I don't know her, but I don't do things like that. I do think I might put, like my kid is turning 16 this year in a couple of months. I don't know what the date is. But I might take a picture of her when she was like a teeny tiny person and put it on a page that I write about her birthday. Or maybe I'll do like I take a picture of her sleeping on her birthday every year. Or last year one of her friends did it for me because she was spending the night. But I have a picture of her when she's sleeping on her birthday. Look at that. That was quick. Because she was born in the middle of the night. So I get it right when she is the next age. So maybe I'll do a thing about that with a bunch of pictures. But I don't have a little photo printer. So I'll have to see about that. Okay, that didn't take me very long. Make sure I have enough knots in here. It's just easier for me to tie knots like this. Today we were gone this morning, so my hands don't want to do this, but I need to get it done. Okay, let's check the other ones. Oh, I see balloons and bingo paper and other stuff. Okay. I'm going to take the bigger binder clips and clip everything together if I can. Pinch. I don't know if I have two big ones anymore. Nope. So I'm going to find some blank-ish pages so I don't damage what's in there. And pinch them together. There we go. Now I'm going to take my end pieces and see this, my end thing that I glued, and I'm going to put it right up at the top, because then when you look at it, it looks finished. Do you see? It might be hard to see, but I can see. See? So I'm gonna guesstimate. And then cut. Yep. I'm gonna make two. I'm gonna keep the rest of this in case I need to do something else with it. What? I don't know, but I am. So this is Reptile Premium Craft Adhesive. The Posh Paper Lady uses this, and that's why I started using it, because I used to watch mostly her. Even though I don't make a lot of big things for like the top of my desk or anything like that, because I don't do posh papering. We're gonna turn this upside down, leave it in there, and use the little bottle that I transferred it to, and get a sponge brush, because I don't want to waste another paper. I'm gonna put a large amount in here, and then I'm going to spread it and spread it out. Crack. This is just going to have to dry today. And I will, on a later, I'll keep a lookout for paper that I like to use for the inside cover. Or maybe I will use like a brochure from some place that we always go in the summer. If you know me, you know where we go. Or from some place that's happening. I was looking on YouTube, obviously, and I saw Coldplay's in concert this summer. Now, going to a concert is probably still kind of scary, because I am immunocompromised, but I want to go see Coldplay. I want to go do a lot of things. I'm just putting it on the ends, glue on the ends. Do you see? Left over because it's a sponge brush, you know. And I'm going to glue these little things here just so they don't fall while I'm laying it down. Because it's like finishing. Just a little. Let's look again. So I could see that this is up. There's the words. That's the top. This, I'm gonna unclip quick. bags, matchbooks, envelopes. Okay, that's the top. Since I put this fabric on, I don't need to slide the cardboard in there anymore. Not cardboard, cards. What the heck is it called? Chipboard. And it doesn't have to be that thick. It could be like a folder. Wiping it down onto the glue. There's not much glue on that side or this side. Let's lift it up and make sure we're in the correct. Sit it down there. It's in it. Can I feel it? Up there. I have something else that would work. So I have this folder from Dollar Tree, and it's plastic. So what I'm gonna do is cut it. Probably should have done that first. Just so I have two sides. So I won't stick the paper to the glued fabric. Flop it. Flop it. And then check. Push it in. Make sure it's in. I just want to make sure this is glued down well, because we don't need any floppiness. You can use a Mod Podge for this, and I don't like what Mod Podge smells like, so I'm not using that. Push it in. Push it in. Once again, this plasticky folder is just so that it doesn't stick. One problem with Reptile adhesive, though, is they don't mail it when it's cold. So maybe if you don't have any, or you never tried it and you want to, and you live where it's colder, you're gonna need to wait till like whenever your temperature warms up where you live. Okay. Now, it's popping off because I'm touching it. Everything needs to sit and dry. So I'm gonna put it in a spot where it could be kind of hugged in my craft room. And then once it's in there, I'll go through the book. Let me tell you one other thing that I did today. I'm going to stick it here for now. I went and got pens. I have bad handwriting. Really bad handwriting. So I got ultra fine point. See that? Because I thought maybe I would do this. No, I need it for journaling. Anyway, because We don't need to keep talking. This has been, how long has it been? Half an hour again. So that's what you do. Little golden books I do differently. And maybe I'll show you that one day. But that's what I do for my regular junk journals from a regular book. That's what's going on with me this afternoon. Please like or don't, whatever. Subscribe and have a good day. See you guys later. Thanks.